Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mamta here, and if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel. Just to let you know, I do updates on my pregnancy, updates right now, the pregnancy symptoms and everything that I have been going through during my pregnancy, and it's my first pregnancy, my first child in the family, so I'm quite excited about it. Please do give me your support.
Oh my god, it's a boy or girl? I can see it's a girl.
It's a girl, actually, it's a girl. It's a girl!
It's
a girl!
It's a girl! This week I'm going to talk about my midwife appointment, because this week I am in my 27th week, and this is the first time that I had went to see a GP, to see a midwife. All this while I was with having appointments with my GP and everything. So this time I decided to go ahead and have a midwife appointment in the hospital. So everyone must be wondering what midwife appointment is all about and what it's going to be. So that's how I was feeling initially. I'm going for my midwife appointment. I'm really excited. I don't know why I'm actually really excited. Maybe because this is my first pregnancy and this is my first midwife visit. So yeah, so it's good. When I called them, they said that it will take about 2-3 hours. So, or it might take even shorter time. So I'm not sure. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, the reason why I'm going to midwife is because since it's my first pregnancy, I have no idea about what to do and all these things. So I want to gather more information, and then it'll be helpful for me to, if I attend a midwife, they will give me more information. So I'm just hoping to receive more information. Today is really a windy and cold day. So I have my mom and my niece with me to accompany me. So let's see how it goes. Nervous and excited at the same time that for the first time I am going to see a midwife. Like, it's going to be something extreme, something different than seeing a GP. But it's not as what I thought it would be. Maybe because it's my first visit to the midwife, so everything was just general. Ready, so that's still a little bit time. So I'm going to have my chicken noodle with my mom. Waiting for midwife now. So the first time I went to see my midwife, it was all general stuff. They asked me about the history, about my family history, of my medical background, about she measured my weight and my height, and then she took some urine test. So the test result will be out in the next midwife appointment, which is 1 month later. So yeah, hopefully everything goes fine. And other than that, she was asking me stuff about if I have been under depression and things like that, because over here they take depression really very seriously. So if a pregnant lady is under depression, then she will have to attend extra, they will send her for extra classes on how to deal with depression and everything. Like maybe it's the hormones that is changing inside me during the pregnancy period and everything. Sometimes I get really emotional, and things start to come in my mind, and tears start to flow out of my eyes. And while I'm having dinner, and when my sister and mom is sitting next to me, they would be wondering what have they said to me that suddenly have started to cry, I guess. And when they ask me if everything is okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, everything is okay. It's just, I think it's just the emotional hormones inside me, the pregnancy hormone, that is making me cry and everything. So sometimes it's really hard for me to sleep at night, because when I sleep at the side, and I try to sleep on the other side, when I try to turn on the other side, it gets really hard for me to turn, maybe because my belly is getting bigger and everything, and my baby keeps kicking and everything. She is really very active. She keeps kicking whenever she hears my voice. She keeps kicking me and everything. She's a really active girl. The first midwife appointment took me about 2 to 3 hours, because they had some other questionnaires. They asked about the baby's father, if I am frequently in touch with him and stuff like that, if this is the planned pregnancy and everything. So it's up to you if you want to tell the midwife what you feel at the moment. Like if you are going, they will ask you if you are having some physical abuse at home or sexuality abuse at home and all stuff like this. So it's up to you if you want to tell the midwife, because at the end of the day it's going to be just the midwife and you, and whatever she is going to write down in your record, it's just going to be between her and you. So there is no way that she is going to say this to somebody else, unless there's another midwife taking care of you. Be prepared to answer if you have any family history about any family medical history. So when you go to meet your midwife, I think it's better if you know all these details beforehand, so that she can keep it in the record. And she will also ask you if you do take alcohol and smoke, because some pregnant ladies, they do, even though they know that it's really harmful for the baby, they still continue doing it, because I guess it's because they want to control themselves, but it's just that they can't do it. So we are no one to judge them, but then as I said earlier, just like the depression classes and everything, they will have classes for the alcohol, and if you take excessive alcohol and smoke too much, they will have classes for that too. So yeah, so my midwife asked me if I want to take any free classes and all these things. So I have enrolled for some free classes. Normally midwife appointment are done from 10 week onward, but because I have been with my GP until my 26th week, so after the 26th week I went to see my first midwife, and then that's when you have to take all your ultrasound reports and your blood test reports and everything. So you have to get prepared as you need all this stuff. And then just a few days before I went to see my midwife, I went for my flu injection and everything, so I had to take the paperwork for that too. So, and then the midwife would measure your height and weight, and she will measure your blood pressure too. So thank God everything was fine for me. Then she checked my baby's heartbeat. It was fine, everything was fine. So I'm glad that everything went smooth. That's all the general stuff that they asked about me during my first midwife appointment, so that was nothing unusual. So I'm hoping on the second midwife appointment there'll be something more going on and all these things. So hopefully everything goes fine, because they took my urine test the other time when I went to visit them. So hopefully everything will be fine and everything will come out positive. So what I'm scared at the moment is because ladies who are over 35, they tend to have difficulty in pregnancy and all these things. So you have to be extra careful. You have to watch your diet. You have to go for walk. You have to exercise and all these things. So I'm trying my best to do all these things, but because I have been studying online for my for my disability course and all these things, so I'm trying my level best to schedule my time so I will have time for doing all these things. But it gets so hard because when I'm focused in my studies, I lost track of my time. And because right now the winter season is going to start very soon in Australia, and it gets dark really fast, like at 5:30 when I want to go for a walk after I complete my unit for the day. When I see the weather is really cold and dark, I just tend to think to myself like, I do not want to go, it's too dark. So that's how I start to get lazy. So hopefully I will get time to go for more walkings in future, because right now past few days it has been raining at night. So, and then the previous day I got caught in the rain while walking with mom and with my niece. We got caught in the rain, so we had to hurry back home and all these things. So I do not want to repeat that scenario of getting wet in the rain. So yeah, hopefully when the weather is better, I'll get to go out for more walks and all. So this week the size of my baby is about 1000 gram, and she weighs about 37 centimeter, which is really big. She's really growing fast. And according to my pregnancy plus app, it says that my baby's eyes are now partially open and those tiny eyelids are able to blink. So she must be blinking like right now. Even though the eyes may have some color, the final pigmentation requires exposure to light. So in some cases, the final color of the eyes cannot be determined with certainty until at least 9 months after birth. So the color of my baby's eye has not been determined, but obviously I think the color of my baby's eye is going to be black, since my husband's and my eyes are black color. So I am not expecting a blue color eye baby, because that would obviously be not normal for a parent who have black eyes, I guess. And as for some changes in me, it says that it may be bizarre, but you might notice your memory become less than perfect. I feel it's true, because sometimes I want to do something and I am quite ready to do it, but then I get distracted by my niece, and after a few minutes I keep wondering what I was supposed to do something. What was I supposed to do? I have no idea. So yeah, I think my memories are becoming less than perfect in all these things. This is due to the emotional impact of pregnancy, and it's often called pregnancy brain. So there's an increasing pressure on my bladder, so I will need to run to the bathroom frequently. In the daytime I'm quite okay with it, but at night, getting up in the middle of the night just to go toilet is a hard job for me, because first of all I can't roll because I get pain on my back and all this thing, and secondly, walking from my room to the bathroom, just that one I don't know, just that 10 seconds walk seems like it takes me about 30 minutes just to go to the toilet and all these things. But yeah, sometimes I try my best to wake up as much as possible when there is an urge to go, but sometimes I keep holding it, which is really not good, because by the time I get up to go, my bladder really hurts because I was holding it for a long time and all these things, which is really bad. I should not be holding it. But so it says that the average weight gain I should be gaining right now is between 8 to 11 kilo, but I think I have gone past that phase of required weight gain. So I'm quite worried that I might be gaining more than what I should be gaining, because during my second trimester I have been having really quite a lot of appetite and all these things. I have been eating in the middle of the night, but nowadays it's not that frequent. I don't wake up in the middle of the night to eat, but yeah, I do feel hungry, not that as much as past few weeks, but yeah, I've been controlling on waking up in the middle of the night to eat, mainly because it's because of my back pain too, that I do not want to get up in the middle of the night. The main reason why I get my back pain is because my belly has been growing at the front, so everything has been stretched at the front, and so the back starts aching and all these things. But thank God my mom is here. She helps me sometimes with oil massaging for my back and all these things, so it relieves the pain and all this stuff. So yeah, and I have not been going out for work due to the virus going on. I am left jobless at the moment, so I'm fine with it because I am 6 months pregnant, so I don't think I can go further with it. So I'm just hoping at the end of the period, when this virus is over, my husband comes here and then everything will be settled, and then as long as there's 2 people around, and you know, it gets when there's more people around to look after the baby, everything gets smoother and fine. So it's really hard for a person alone to do everything on her own, but thank God I'm not on my own. My mom is here and all these things, but my mom is not going to be here forever, as she needs to go back home too and all this stuff. So hopefully everything goes fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today, and thank you very much for listening to me about what went on in my midwife appointment, and how my baby is developing, and how I am developing. My body is how my body is developing at the moment. So thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope you do leave your comments on what do you think about all these things, and did you had the same symptom when you were 27 weeks pregnant, or when you meet your midwife for the first time, what happened and all these things. So yeah, please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel and give me your support. Thank you.